Boys, welcome back to the Doddcast. We ended the last episode talking about League of Legends, so I know this episode is going to be even better.
We
can only
I think we were
go up.
talking about Marvel, to be
We
fair.
had League, Overwatch, Marvel, very positive, not make you want to game end yourself things. Definitely not.
Also, Alan, were you being
Nothing
serious
about
about playing Overwatch? Because I'll play it.
you are ill.
I'm going to make you.
You are ill,
No. We are going to choose Marvel over Overwatch every single time in the year of our Lord 2025. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Marvel
would
doesn't
agree.
bring out that side of me, you know?
But you
I mean,
can be
it could if you
Spider-Man.
play it more.
Dude, I don't know
For
what
not
it
on
is
console,
about
he can't
Overwatch.
be.
Overwatch, like, awakens something in my brain.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
look,
It's
man, I
a
understand
primal
it.
rage I've never seen before.
Yeah, it really does.
You clearly have
Yeah,
not played enough Marvel because you haven't been on the receiving end of a really, really good Hawkeye. You haven't been on the receiving end of a rage bait Spider-Man, a really, really good Captain America. There are moments that will
Captain
make you want to
America
punch them
You
on
just
there.
gotta experience it more. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, but
You just gotta
Overwatch
get
did
the
that to me from, like, the
overexposure.
first game that I played of it.
That's
be-
valid.
Oh,
There's
what am I
some-
thinking?
there's something
Winter
in it,
Soldier exists. You gotta go up against a really good Winter Soldier. Then you'll like understand what God is. You know.
I will say, like, at the end of the day, Marvel doesn't piss me off as much because at the end, I'm just like, oh boy, I'm Star-Lord. I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's just...
that added fanboy part of it
Yeah.
helps.
Because they didn't have to design the characters like that. They didn't have to give you all this unnecessary like canon bullshit.
Yeah.
They didn't have to give them their canon abilities. Like if you
Well, I think they
showed
did. I wouldn't
Well, no,
fucking
they did-
play
no,
the
they
game
did.
if they didn't.
no, but I'm saying like if you showed like an Overwatch dev, like Iron Man's kit, the free flying,
Yeah, Iron Man is
the
crazy.
nuke, the upgrades. Oh my god, it took them 4 years to add a character that had free flight, and even then it was just a temporary like ability, you know? Actually that's a lie. It took 4
Wait,
years
which
to add a
character are you
second
talking about?
character.
Farah?
Echo, I think he means.
Echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because only
The character's
Diva
dumb.
could fly, and even then her flight was so limited.
Yeah,
Don't you ever talk
And-
shit on my girl like that.
That's
You're
not
just
her girl.
blasting
It's
in one
her.
direction.
It's her mech.
Yeah, it's just the mech. Okay, calm down, son. It's just
Leave
a
Toki
model.
alone.
It has a name.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh,
Whenever you
boy,
call
he's
it down,
in
she
too
goes,
deep.
Toki, come here.
Oh, I've never paid attention to that ever.
I've
don't
played
own-
enough hours of Diva in my life.
I have
What was
clearly
wrong?
not.
You don't own 15 Diva skins?
Surprisingly,
There was a
not.
point where I had every single unlock for Diva.
I was
And then
very
they made
impressed
it
and very concerned.
impossible to get points in chess, which is
Huh?
very cool. They made it like impossible to get chess. So
Yeah.
it's very cool. I don't know why companies do that, as if like I understand that's how you make money, but like people are still gonna buy them. I don't know. You don't have to ruin the experience for everyone, I feel.
I don't know if like battle passes are better or worse. Like I still think they're both kind of like ass.
I think you can't have that replace free-to-play systems. Like, I think having even just like Marvel has like a free battle pass as well. Like, obviously you don't get everything, but like that's fine. It's
They
still
give
like
you a couple
extra
of
stuff.
emblems just as a participation trophy, but if
I
you
mean,
want
it's
the
just,
skins,
like,
you got
extra shit you
to
don't have to
fork
get.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing
but,
I'll
like,
give the one thing I'll give Marvel credit for is the fact that every time you have like a battle pass, when the season's
Mhm.
over, like the pass doesn't expire. You can take your credits for the second season for the next season
That is
and
true.
transfer them into the old like battle pass, which
That's
I
dope.
do think is very pro consumer, which is great because like Fortnite and for the longest time Overwatch too. I think they are doing away with their battle pass system, but Fortnite obviously still isn't. It's such a FOMO, you know. It's like you have to
Yeah.
buy, and not only do you have to buy, you have to play a lot. You're spending money for like essentially
Yeah,
the
dude.
ability to earn this. It's like what?
That's what got me with I think it was both Marvel and Overwatch's battle passes. Is you just like had to play like 1,000 games. Like it was impossible. Was it like what game was it that you had to play like it might have been Overwatch, but you had to play like 50 games to unlock a feature.
It was Overwatch 2. Yeah, Overwatch
Wasn't
2
it?
launch.
To unlock a character or something like that?
Mhm.
What was that?
Because initially you didn't have to, because initially you had to buy the characters like on launch, the first 2 that
Mhm.
they released, because there was like
That's
couple that
what
they
it
gave you
was.
for
You had to
free.
win like 10 games as support or something like that to unlock a character. It wasn't just like play the games. You had to win them.
Yeah. I remember that.
And it was like an obscene amount of games. Then you also had to get like some sort of other stat, like assist or some shit like that.
And
it
like,
was, like,
some characters like
unreasonable.
And some characters like Ramatra, I remember you actually had to buy Ramatra. I am upset at myself because I played Overwatch 2 for a little bit at launch. I had to buy Ramatra to play as him, and I was like, all right, this is stupid. They did away with that, thank God, once they realized that they were the biggest idiots on the planet. But, you
can't fucking pay lock a character. That's so stupid. On a free-to-play game.
That's also, again, the only reason I think why Marvel blew up is because every single character was free from the jump, and it was a free-to-play game to begin with. And it still is.
Yeah, and any new character will also be free.
Mm-hmm. And starting in Season 3, I am not a shill. They're dropping a new character every month. 12?
Dude, that's not sustainable. Dude,
12 fucking characters a year.
Those poor fucking devs, man. I mean, I guess it's like easier to make a character when you have a framework already.
Yeah,
like
you're not starting from square one.
Yeah, like I can imagine it's way harder to make a new character for Overwatch versus like porting fucking Miles into the game. I don't know. I just picked one, but like I don't know. It still seems miserable, man. I feel like the game already kind of is a balancing nightmare, but I feel like even more so.
That's why I told you at this point they don't care about balance. They just, it's the fanboyism. I want to be Mr. Fantastic. I want to Gear 4 people. That's the goal.
True.
Also, unrelated, my favorite slide is this one.
Yeah, I think this is the best one. I like the Cool Mountain one, but I think this one's very weird. I don't know why there's just like a random smiling moon and shit, but I respect it.
I agree. This is definitely one of the better ones.
Look at that guy. A little smiling ball of gas.
Dodd, is it you that hates Rainbow Road 64?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I like it actually because it has cool speedrun skips where you can just like, if you mushroom off that first
we have a friend who hates Rainbow Road 64.
Is that Wade?
I don't know who.
That feels like a Wade take.
Maybe, I have no idea, but I know.
Either way, I love Rainbow Road 64. It's one of my favorites.
Valid. It has one of my favorite speedrun skips where you can like mushroom off that first ramp and just launch across half the course.
The music slaps. I love the like.
It is too fucking long though. Thank God. And like
but if you play it in like Mario Kart 8, it's fine.
Yeah, that's by far the better version. Even though you don't have like the skip stuff,
music. Like, you got the.
It looks beautiful.
It looks so good, man. I don't know. I don't know how
game looks so fucking good, man. I booted up for the first time. I bought this like 8 months ago, but finally just now booted it up. Fucking Luigi's Mansion 2 HD for the Switch. It's fucking beautiful. The game sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Luigi's Mansion 2, yes. I'm glad somebody
said that. It's the worst one. It's the worst one by far. It doesn't suck. That's the wrong word. It's just not.
It's just not nearly as good as the other two.
The missions are like, why is it a mission system? It's so dumb. I don't know. I can get into that in a different episode, but that shit is so frustrating. Yeah. Goodbye.
Actually, we should. I have the footage. That would be a good one.
I got the footage, brother.
Yeah, it would go well with your fucking video that you put up a few days ago.
It's chilling.
Can date this recording too.
Yeah. Fun fact, new video out in about like 2 days or so. I'm like mostly done it. Just need to finish adding footage.
We're really dating this.
Who cares? We're talking about relevant shit at the same time. Mm-hmm. But back to our mental status when it comes to these games, I feel like this is the same for me in League and you for Overwatch. It makes us worse people.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it makes me a bad person.
Overwatch has made me say things that I'm very much not proud of.
Yeah. Things that I would never say in any sort of public forum. And man, if there weren't chat filters, it would be even worse. I think I would earn myself a permanent place in hell if there weren't chat filters.
Yeah.
I may already be there. I don't know.
Because not only do you have enemies that are pissing you off, you also have to make sure that the randoms that you're playing with are good too.
If anything, I'm not saying stuff that bad to my enemies.
Yeah, brother, I'm gonna be real. The teammates are the worst part.
Yeah, the teammates are the ones that I'm probably saying some shit
By
to.
far and
Overwatch.
away, I'm saying worse shit to them.
That's why in a game like Overwatch, your enjoyment is almost usually like entirely dependent on the number of people in your stack. But even then, Overwatch's
I was gonna
biggest
say
problem.
I have had a lot of fun and a lot of good experiences playing Overwatch, and it's almost always when we were full stacked.
I will say 6 stacking Overwatch is very fun.
Yeah,
that's always a great time. Same with Marvel. I haven't done it many times, but a 5 stack in Marvel is also incredible. Or is it 6? Sorry,
it's 6. Yeah.
It's 6,
Overwatch 2 changed it to 5 because they
Marvel.
changed up the balance of the freaking thing to make the tanks super busted.
What are you doing with that monkey?
I was trying to carry him down so he didn't have to walk as far, and then I broke him.
Right.
The realization of I didn't know what to do. I'd never fallen with him. I think I died.
That's the best character in all of Mario, and he's probably going to be made into a character in Mario Kart 9.
I think he is. I think we've seen him already.
Is the monkey? Oh,
all right. See ya. I feel like we've seen him. Have we? No, actually, I don't think we did.
We've seen Moo Moo Meadow's cow. We've seen the little things from 3D World, the little bee things with like the horns. You know those?
Yeah. I think the only primate we've seen is DK. Like no Diddy, no Dixie, no Funky. Nothing. Oh, did you guys see the new Diddy render?
That's pretty good, man.
No, he's back.
No.
It actually looks like pretty much the same. It's just like touched up, but it's just good to know that they haven't abandoned him. Because they had not mentioned him in a long time.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, what do they do to my boy? Because I don't care what anybody says. Diddy Kong, go to design, go to character. Little chimp with a little hat. They were the rare devs were cooking with that one.
Yeah, and they haven't showed like gameplay of it, but it's paired with the Bonanza render, not the Mario Kart render of DK. So he is likely going to be in Bonanza. Yeah, I would have figured. Especially if like they got Cranky in that John, he's going to be there.
I've never ever, and I'm going to actually say this for like the form of the fact that we're talking about this right now. I've never actually played a Donkey Kong Country game. I'm going to use this to change that. I figured because those platformers are goated, I just actually need to actually mess with them.
I mean, I don't think. Are you saying you're going to use Bonanza as a Donkey Kong Country game? Because it's not going to be that.
No. It's not, no. I know, but Bonanza
what a fucking jump.
That's pretty good. I know Bonanza is basically the closest thing my heart's going to get to Super Mario Odyssey 2. I understand that, but
actually, it's Donkey Kong 64 too.
Okay.
Actually, but I mean, it probably will be. I think there will be an Odyssey 2. It might not be called that, but there's
it's
obviously
definitely the same engine as Odyssey, though, right? For Bonanza,
yeah,
100%.
for sure. The way he moves, 100%.
The fact that they just let you the fact that they just like let you be free and just do whatever you want in that game and just kind of just break stuff and climb stuff and it's like that's
I love
so
the
great.
Breaking. I hope it'll actually be useful though. Like I'm afraid it's just going to be like a gimmick you don't use.
I don't know if you saw, but they dropped the specs. Really dating this, they dropped the specs for what the upgrades for all the like Switch 1 games on Switch 2 are going to look like. Mario Odyssey is only getting a visual touch up, no FPS increase, so no 120 FPS
cool.
Odyssey, but it'll look prettier. And it'll be good for speedruns, I guess.
I mean, it's fine. It already looks fine enough.
I know. I mean, I know that game it goes crazy with the dynamic resolution if you really pay attention to it, because it has to.
Yeah. I mean, like the weather effects on Mario are incredibly detailed if you actually look at it.
Is that the prettiest Switch game? That might be that, and like probably Xenoblade 3 might be like
Pikmin 4.
Oh, Pikmin.
Yeah. I would still say probably Pikmin 3 Deluxe is prettier, but I don't know if you want to count that. But Pikmin 4 is beautiful, though. I think it just has a slightly different art style that doesn't quite hit the same, I'd say. But, I mean, it's still beautiful. Every Pikmin game is beautiful for no reason. The water in those games is insane. But Odyssey's definitely up there, ironically, as a year 1 release.
They were cooking in 2017. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Motherfuckers were cooking then. But as far as Donkey Kong Country goes, play Tropical Freeze. That game is incredible. I honestly don't like DKC Returns that much. It's fine. I don't know. It's just fine. I think Tropical Freeze is probably the best country game in my opinion.
Is that a good
But-
game? Are those good games to speedrun?
I have not tried, but I think it would be. Tropical Freeze has a very good sense of flow to it, so I think it would be fun. But I've not tried. But like, even on like blind playthroughs, I was finding myself just like naturally avoiding obstacles, like not like easily, but like I don't know, they're just like well laid out in a way that felt good to avoid them, I guess is the way to phrase it.
Good physics, basically.
Yes. The physics of every Donkey Kong Country game are actually like exactly the same. He's like always the same weight, and I gotta give him credit for like maintaining that. But yeah, no, it feels great. And there's like 3 different buddies, like they function differently. You can't just like switch between them anymore. You have like Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky as like power-ups basically. And they all function differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. It's just a really cool game, I think. And it's like, I don't know. It's just very interesting. It's also very beautiful on the Switch as well.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, no, very good. I heavily recommend. One of these days, I am gonna 101% Donkey Kong 64. It's going to happen. I just need to actually dedicate myself to it.
There's 101%? It's not 100%?
Every single like rare N64 game has like 101% for like no reason.
That
They're
makes
just
sense.
being cheeky. But yeah, I just need to dedicate myself. I have it in 2 forms actually. It's like surprisingly, they actually released it on the Wii U Virtual Console, which I never thought they would. Especially because they just haven't put it on the Switch one for some reason.
But Banjo-Kazooie's on
watch
it.
this. Yep, there you go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would figure they have more rights to those games.
And
You
also,
would
like,
think.
isn't Donkey Kong Country, like, the SNES games on Switch eShop, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Switch,
I think even the Game Boy versions are. But
which is weird.
yeah, even like Banjo 1 and 2 are both on it. So it's very strange as to why they just like want to pretend that game doesn't exist. And like, even if they want to pretend like it doesn't exist, that's kind of valid. It's honestly not that great, but it is still fun. It's just a little annoying. But like, why not Diddy Kong Racing, man? That game fucking slaps. Are you guys Diddy Kong Racing heads or no? Oh,
I
there
like
you go.
I've actually never played it. My buddy, for my first exposure to it was actually the DS version, because I forgot that there was a
It's a
Diddy
solid
Kong
game.
Racing for the DS.
Solid
It's something
game. Adds in
I'll have
stuff.
to devote actual time to it. I mean, I'll
It's a
say
good
that
game.
Rare's run in the 90s needs to be studied in schools, because it's actually like a
Yeah.
generational
Yeah.
GOAT contender, because it was not just like how many good games they had, it was the consistency that they were just dropping these just peak titles like back to back
Any
to back.
Conker's Bad Fur Day heads in the chat?
True.
Okay, that game's funny, but that game sucks.
The game's really funny, though.
Yeah, it's really funny. So, like, much like Alan with Persona, you're better off just watching it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Hey, he did it for Danganronpa too.
That was years ago, and I did it.
Have you played it yet?
I told you I played Danganronpa, but I stopped it at the worst part of the game, and you know what part that is.
I stopped it because I already knew what was going to happen.
I actually, ironically enough, remembered like nothing when I actually played it,
Okay.
which tells you everything you need to know about Danganronpa. Jokes.
That's fair.
Jokes.
Good one.
Jokes,
But,
guys.
No, I think I think we're in a very interesting place if Nintendo actually just outbid Microsoft for them. I think it would have been very different.
But the
Yeah,
problem
we'd be
is, I
living
don't
in a
even-
better timeline.
I would almost.
Banjo 3E would happen.
The IP is nice, but
Sedge.
like all the devs went to make Playtonic. They
Yeah.
those guys are not.
Yeah,
there
but I heard
anymore.
Ukulele was kind of ass.
It's fine. It's just mid. It's pure mid. Like, it's fine. It's fun. It's just like they like tried to capture the magic again, but like it just isn't the same.
Did you play the 2D version that came out like 2 years ago,
No, that wasn't a 2D version. It was just a different game.
or a different game? Excuse me.
Yeah. No, it's like a roguelike platformer, which is pretty cool, but Nah, I just didn't have any interest.
Oh,
So I didn't like the
there's
first
the
one
Wiggler
that
boss
much.
fight we talked about in episode 2 being weird.
It's true.
It's just a bunch of
Look at him
ball.
go.
I don't know
Look
how
at
the
the
fuck you
sphere
remember that, man.
textures. They're 2D.
Respect.
They're 2D balls.
They're pretty
That's
sick
true for
looking,
like
though.
a ton of stuff on the N64, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, anything spherical, I think.
Yeah. Mario
Pretty
Kart
much.
64 is all like sprites, which is crazy.
Every single character is a sprite.
My favorite part about Mario Kart 64 is whenever you drift, you just see just the letter E. Just like
Yeah.
I gotta say that
charming.
game is great. I think Diddy Kong Racing might be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd say. I think the worst part about 64 is how much the AI just cheats.
I do love it. It rubber bands so hard in that game.
There's that, and then like, have you ever been on 150cc and been like next to somebody and just used a mushroom, and you just don't gain any distance?
Oh yeah.
You just gain no distance on them at
Is
all,
that my
even if
boy
they're
Cooper
just
the
driving
Quick?
straight. Yeah, we're gonna race his ass.
You race him not once but twice. I forgot about this.
Yeah. This one's not quite as fun, but says this world is just kind of worse, but it's okay. I just remembered the like Mario gun at Mario 64 with guns game, and they called him Koopa the Quick Scoper, and I did quite like that.
That's pretty good.
Like I barely beat him here.
Also, I realized that the as we're speaking,
photo
the
fucking finish.
the Alpha Red Pokemon game is actually fully out
Yep,
now.
Super Mario Mon.
Oh yeah,
It's been out for a while.
Once I finish Nuzlocking Fire Red Omega, I plan to play that on stream. I think it'll be fun. Now he released like a full version like 2 days ago. I think it was just like I think it was like a content creator version before that, like basically to play test it or something. But I am pretty excited. I mean, it looks cool. I didn't realize he like fully made his own story. Well, he didn't, but the team,
His team,
I guess.
his team that he assembled.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was like its own thing. I thought it was just like a new Pokemon.
Did I force either of you two to play Poke Rogue?
No.
Yeah, I did. It was okay. I didn't.
All right.
I don't know. It just doesn't hit me the same as like a normal roguelike, because I feel like the fun of Pokemon is creating your team. So like just starting over every time is like a little sus
Sure.
to me.
But that's just kind of
it's like fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's just the Nuzlocke experience, just kind of consolidated.
Yeah, exactly. That's like about building up your box and like building that attachment to them, and then when you lose it all, that's what makes it hurt. You
Shout out
spend
to the
time
Renegade.
crafting this little box of weirdos.
Shout out to the Renegade
I might go
Platinum.
back to that.
Renegade
I might
Platinum.
go back to it.
Oh boy.
Well, I've been playing that recently, actually.
You've been playing
it's
little Renegade
so
Platinum?
fucking fun, man.
Yeah,
It's
I'm playing
so
it on
good.
my Nintendo DS Lite.
Hell yeah.
Renegade Platinum's
how?
good, man.
How you doing that, pal?
What's Renegade Platinum again?
I don't know, man. It sounds like some made up stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like something I wouldn't know about.
I fucking love that game, though. It's actually just the ideal way to play that game now.
Yeah.
Honestly, Drayano, the guy who makes this kind of stuff, is also kind of just goated, because like his arsenal is just fantastic. Blaze Black and Blaze Black 2, I probably heard some of my favorite ways to play Gen 5 games.
Yeah, he just like makes like there are like a lot of like Pokemon games that are like the hard Nuzlocke ones that are just like based on being not fair. I feel his games are not. Like they're a lot more.
His aren't built
balanced.
on Nuzlocke rules. They're built on just normal game rules.
Yeah, they're built on making the game
just make
good.
But,
just make it harder, but like still fair. Like if you were playing, which I did for Renegade Platinum the first time, like if you just, well, I don't know why I'm just standing here, but if you just play it normally, like it's just a challenging game that you maybe have to like replay a few fights because you wipe. You just weren't expecting something. Versus like other games being like, if you don't have the exact perfect team, you will not beat the fight. I'm like, okay, cool. That's a really fun way to design the game.
That's also just the difference between like a hard game and like a Kaizo, which is like meant to like actually just not be fair.
But
Like,
Kaizos can be fun, I think.
I don't know. For Pokemon, it's like
Yeah, but
almost not.
because typically Kaizos are like Mario, like platformer ish.
Yeah, and those are fine. I got my fill of like Mario Maker 2 in
Yeah.
the day. But like for Emerald Kaizo, I did try to play it and like just for fun tried to Nuzlocke it once. If you don't have the exact right Pokemon, you just can't win. And I feel like that's, I don't know, it's like not very fun.
The joy of Pokemon is the fact that like the way the typing and the move system works means that you should obviously, meaning if you know the systems, have multiple answers. There's not one solution to every single fight.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reason
Exactly.
why there's competitive Pokemon is because there's multiple solutions. You know,
Why'd you
That
just
can work that.
fucking pants Koopa the Quick, man?
To do this.
Kill him.
Fun fact, you can actually kill Koopa the Quick if you go to Tiny Island. He's just there and he's small and you can't talk to him or anything. You could just kill him. Just for fun.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. It's kind of funny. Hear me out.
What did he do to us, man? Them. He was
He
just
almost
trying to
beat
have
me
a
in a
race.
race, man. Yeah, and I beat his ass and I killed him as sport. What about it? This is a gladiatorial arena. Like, man, he should have just been faster. He should have outran me. Did you think about that? It's his whole brand. I don't know. For what were we just talking about? My brain just went blank.
Renegade Platinum.
That okay,
Yes.
yeah. For like that game, everything is still like fair. Like he doesn't like give everything like perfect coverage or anything. It's usually just like a pretty decent spread that like you realistically could have. I think that's the worst part about Kaizo games. They're never like everything that they have, you almost can never have. Like they have like moves that like their whole moveset will be all
Yeah.
TMs, and you just have like fucking tackle or something.
It's the
like that, and
it's
you're
the,
like, okay.
the Lance fight from Heart Gold on steroids, basically.
Yeah, just cheating. And they'll have like evolved Pokemon when you can't, shit like that.
That dude's got because like
What
the
is
way this
evolved Pokemon?
evolved Pokemon.
Oh, evolved. Oh, got you.
Yeah.
like the fight with Lance and Heart Gold, you know, we had like the 2 or 3 Dragonites at like level 40 something. It's like that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like none of his Dragonites should be evolved.
Also,
This
I
would
also
be-
think of Black and White gets his fight. It had like a high dragon at like level like 50 something
52 or something.
when it evolves at level 64, which that's just stupid. I don't make the rules here.
Yeah.
That one was just dumb. Like why?
Yeah. Like I know Hydreigon's really good, but like man, I want to use it in the Elite
Realistically.
Four,
Yeah, in the
you know?
game.
Yeah, I want to play the game with it, you know?
It's
Like,
also
let me
weird.
make that decision, man.
The closest thing that we have to like cheating in a Drayano hack is in Blaze Black and Blaze Black 2 on like the challenge mode. Some of the super
Mhm.
bosses have Pokemon that go past level 100, and they only do it because it's a programming glitch, not because it's like
That's
intentional.
incredibly funny. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
I
because-
didn't know that was
because-
a thing.
in the normal playthrough. Some of the I think you could fight in Blaze Black 2, you can fight the protagonist of Black and White 1, and one of them has a Zekrom and one of them has a Reshiram.
Could you have
because,
just
you know,
jumped off the
canon.
side?
No. There's an invisible wall there.
Oh, okay.
I could have found a pit, but like, I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, that's a good cutoff point, I think.
Yeah.
We're just gonna cut this one here. Thank you all for watching. Good old discussion today, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys
Bye.
next time.
Mwah.